welcome to a bonus episode of Tabletop Scholar. I'm James, and I am here with
Philip Kwan. Hey, folks, how's it going? He is
our resident magic wizard.
Yes, I am very wizardy and very magical, or I'd like to tell myself that.
Right now, we have this new release. Now, I'm not the big magic player. I know how to play magic, but I'm not the big magic player.
Hey, that's me. So we're going to be showing off some Innistrad Remastered.
What's special about it?
It is a callback to a lot of cards featured in the original Innistrad set, the second visit of it, and even the third visit of it, and some nice thematic cards that may not have originally come from those sets, but still feel thematic. So
Nice. Which one are you going to start with?
We will start with the play boosters, sort of build into a nice crescendo of awesomeness.
He's going to open these on camera so you can watch.
Yeah.
And we can stand in awe of the glory he pulls from this box.
I hope I opened great for y'all. And for our viewers out there, if you buy a box of play boosters or collector boosters, ask your store for a Deadeye Navigator box, buy a box promo. Be sure to get yours while they are in stock. Yeah, 100%. It's a spooky little sailor dude.
So specifically, what comes in it? Like, what is it?
Oh yeah, so that's a pack of Deadeye Navigators. Whenever someone buys a box, you open it up and hand them one promo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So they're all the same, which is nice. It's not like if you get it first, you get like a special Deadeye Navigator.
Can I open one?
Yeah, of course.
Y'all, I'm opening the first pack.
You know it.
See how lucky I am, because I'm pretty lucky.
Hey, I appreciate that. Have at it, alrighty.
What do we got?
So we got some cool callback cards. So featured prominently on this plane is Gisa doing her thing of raising some zombies. What's really nice is with these packs, first featured in Innistrad were a lot of like werewolves and like flip vampires and stuff. And this is one of the newer ones from Midnight Hunt, but double-sided cards. Normally, the other face looks like a magic back, but this one, no, you get to have a card on both sides.
How does that work game-wise?
How does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they each have like different flip conditions. So for this one, Luminous Phantom, you when it's in your graveyard, you pay its disturb cost.
Okay.
And you're casting it from the graveyard, flipped as the other side. So in life, he was a leader, a Lunark veteran, and since you've disturbed him while he's in the graveyard, he comes back as the Luminous Phantom.
Okay.
Yeah. And our foil for the pack is a handwear watch keep. So again, Innistrad is a set filled with vampires and werewolves.
It's based on Curse of Strahd from Dungeons & Dragons, isn't it?
It's not necessarily. It may have inspiration from it, and it's sort of sad that they don't have a Strahd card himself when WotC does own it, but alas. So, like, this handwear watch keep, you know, when things are active, you represent the day with the hustle and bustle of life. He's a watch keep, but when things go quiet and the moon ascends upon us, he becomes the bane of handwear. And then again, you could flip him when it becomes day by casting spells.
I got impatient and opened another pack. And it had a two-sided card too.
Okay, so something I love about what WotC's doing is that a lot of the token cards, they now are double-sided because, you know, who needs advertisement for the game you're already playing? Exactly. So here we have the zombie token, and on the flip side, a blood token. A token that we primarily saw in Crimson Vow. It has to do with filtering through your hand. You discard a card, sacrifice the blood token, and you get to draw a card, which is really nice.
So are there any in what we just opened that stand out to you as like extra special cards?
Yeah, so a card that I am super appreciative of a reprint of because I'm a blue-black zombies player in Commander, or at least it's one of my decks. It's the Rooftop Storm. So it's an enchantment that allows you to pay no mana. You get to cast zombies for free. So, you know, you're storming off, the lightning striking, all these bodies come back to life. So
I got a foil land.
Ooh, and a very pretty land at that. So because these are play boosters, sometimes you could get more than one rare. But out of James's pack, we opened a Retro Mountain, which features the Avacyn symbol up top. And my pack, I think, was pretty exciting.
Got
But
another foil in there too.
another foil? Man, the double foils. The good times, they keep on rolling now, don't they, James?
They really do.
Forbidden Alchemy, a great card, super impactful card with flashback, so you could cast it from your graveyard for its flashback cost.
Nice.
Hey, and let's see.
Have at 'em.
Yeah,
I'm gonna open them all.
yeah. So,
I barely ever get to play games because I'm teaching people games or showing off games or recording other people playing games. So just getting to open cards,
feels good,
it
man.
really does.
Yeah. So a little bit of cute little trivia. This is our first meld card. Meld means they can fuse together to create a super card. So this is the bottom half of the creature it can meld into, which I think is really neat. If we open the rats, we can show you the full thing. A couple downgrades include, downgrades in rarity at least. Labman, so if you draw from library, that doesn't have cards in it, normally you would lose, but with Laboratory Maniac, you instead get to win the game instead. A nice alternate win cost. Another downgrade card in Killing Wave. This is Liliana and Avacyn Restored, just unleashing a wave of death on angels that have recently come out to play, which is wild.
So why would they do this?
So that is the meld card I mentioned previously.
Yeah, that's what that is?
Yeah, so it's the Midnight Scavengers. If we have the Graph Rats, something that happened on Innistrad was through some Eldritch communication, I call it Eldritch communication, with some communication with the Eldrazi, these humans, angels, and like werewolves and monsters, a lot of things began to let madness seep into their minds, and they started to sprout tentacles. And
Seems legit.
yeah, and they fused with their surroundings and stuff.
Question is, did they really sprout tentacles, or did they just believe they sprouted tentacles?
The tentacles were in them all along.
Yeah.
They were just there, no one recognized them. And the rare for that pack was a Shipwreck March. So this cycle of lands, we have the 2-check lands, as I like to call them.
So for the people that are new, how can they tell a rare apart from the rest?
Yeah, 100%. So a rare card, there's 2 indicators. You want to look at the set symbol. If it's gold or orange, that means it's rare and mythic respectively. And also if you look at the bottom part of the card, this is a anti-counterfeiting measure that WotC put in. They put in a stamp as well.
Nice. I also got a werewolf. It's a 2-sided card.
Yeah! So this is Dustwatch Recruiter. He was a staple in the humans deck because on his front side, he called to his fellow men in the village and would allow you to spend your mana to get creatures from your deck into your hand. So that was a very good mana sink and a very good card overall.
Another foil.
Yeah, so this foil, we have our Buddy Siege Zombie, so a way to deal indirect damage to your opponents by tapping untapped creatures. And James hasn't shown us the rare yet, so I'm excited to pull that out myself. And man, I love these lands because they tell a great story and set a great atmosphere for people to jump into. And speaking of lands, we got the Deserted Beach as our land. It's the white-blue 2-check land. So pretty fun, pretty exciting.
I'm just really loving the artwork on these cards.
Yeah, like that Victorian Gothic feel to things. Like you have people taking advantage of all the dead bodies they have around them with Gisa and Geralf, you know, doing their sibling rivalry stuff with like raising the dead and building the better monster.
That what you're talking about?
Yeah, so that gold symbol means it's a rare.
Nice.
And originally from the OG Innistrad we had Blasphemous Act, but in Midnight Hunt we have Vanquish the Horde. Another spell that gets discounted for each creature on the battlefield, and instead of dealing 13 to all the creatures, you just destroy them all. So a pretty powerful effect.
That is amazing. Look at that.
And for our foil, we have Olivia's Dragoon. So this was the second iteration of Innistrad. I believe, what was it? Eldritch Moon and I forget the name of the other set, but that set cared a lot about discarding cards. And it's great to see such a great enabler for madness in that set to come back.
So with Innistrad, because like when I had the campaign setting for D&D and I went through it, it's like, bro, this came straight out of Ravenloft.
Yeah.
So it looks like it does really have all those themes. So vampires, werewolves, zombies.
And even your occasional spirit as well.
Yeah, spirit.
Yeah, speaking of spirits, we have on one side a human. While he was still alive, he was a happy farmer until his fields got taken over, and now he's grabbing his scythe and pitchfork, and if he died, he might return as a spirit.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, so a great pull from James is the Planeswalker Chandra Dressed to Kill, featuring Chandra as a party crasher in Olivia Voldaren's wedding with Soren Markov. She came dressed to kill.
And we got an Eldrazi.
Yeah, so speaking of that Eldrazi influence, It of the Horrid Swarm, it sort of speaks to like the penetrating madness that the Eldrazi have, be you insect, fish, or even a village if we get to see it. The madness sort of warped these creatures into something even more deadly.
It's another werewolf card.
Yeah. Another werewolf buddy and the handwear watch keep.
That's
pretty good.
I liked all that. That's a really good. I know the foil was also the rare in that.
Yeah. So the nice thing is sometimes we could duplicate, get multiple rares. With play booster packs, you have a chance if you're like a real gotcha lottery person, you can
Watch,
pull
I'm
up to
gonna
four.
3.
Ooh.
Up to 4? I could get up to 4. Watch, I'm gonna get one with 4.
Ooh, I got a double rare pack, so beat that, James.
I'm gonna get 4. You just wait. You just wait.
Oh, I am. So, new art, great limited card in Lingering Souls. You can either ditch it in your graveyard early.
I got a rare double-sided.
Ooh, let's go. But yeah, Lingering Souls is great. So, not in an original Innistrad set, but in March of the Machine, they introduced battles. Battles are cards that you own but give to an opponent to fend. And once the number in the bottom right corner, due to like you removing counters or hitting it with your creature, once that hits 0, it flips.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's a great way to sort of... March of Machines was the Avengers Endgame of Magic the Gathering. So you had a lot of great callbacks to like sets and stuff. A happy reprint for me is Conjurer's Closet. It's an artifact that sort of harkens to artwork-wise like The Thing, if that makes sense. Because you see the silhouette of the man against the white, which is great. And a great blink card as well. And my double rare pack, my second card was an Eldritch Evolution, a card that allows you to skip the evolutionary chain, turn your 3-drop into a 5-drop. You have to sacrifice it, of course.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so I found this one, and instead of just saying vampire, it actually is like a named dude, and it's a foil.
Yeah. So this is the Markov Waltzer. So vampires, especially in the later sets, Crimson Vow, we see them in red and white. Edgar Markov, the progenitor vampire from this plane, he is actually red, white, and black. So if we're lucky enough to pull him, I know a lot of people would love to see that card. And the rare for James's pack is the Stitcher's Graft. Pretty cheap equipment that boosts your creature by +3/+3, but it's sort of locked down by all its overwhelming power. It's too much power for that body to handle and has to take a second to breathe and recover.
Yeah, well, get this. I have another foil land card.
Let's go. For people that like blinging out their decks and stuff, I think that these retro Innistrad Remastered lands are just beautiful. Like, they are so pretty. And kudos to the artist, Kasia Kafis Zielinska. Beautiful work. Really appreciate what you've done with this card.
I really like this one. When this creature enters, you may destroy target vampire, werewolf, or zombie.
Yeah, so he sees bad and goes, I'm coming after you, and just blows them to smithereens.
Let's see who gets a better pack.
Yeah, I think I won with my double rare pack.
All right, but I've gotten so many foils. Aren't you only supposed to get like one foil per pack?
You can get up to 2. Your basic land can be foil, and also you are guaranteed a foil. So I will give you credit with these double foil packs. You have certainly beat me in that regard. Oh, and what a pretty card for my pack. Just super pretty. Avacyn Restored, another card that was featured, and Aran Enchantment Land. When it enters, you get to draw a card, and the enchanted land has add 1 mana of any color.
I have rare land again.
Ooh, I got a rare land again. So for mine, I got the red-green one, and James got the green-white one. So in commonality, it seems that the cards are saying we have green in common, which means a love of nature and just big beefy dudes.
I pulled 3 of these townsfolk cards. This one's foil.
Yeah. So Gather the Townsfolk, very fun card in limited, and also the fact that in the Fateful Hour, when you have 5 or less life, you get to make 5 of those tokens instead.
I got an art card.
Oh, in Blood Artist Altar, I also got an art card. So this is the Blood Artist. Very, very nice. Done by Keika Kotaki. Wonderful work as always.
So does that count as a rare, the art cards?
No, the art cards sometimes take the place of your tokens, which is really nice. And I got a sneak peek of what you got, and I am so jelly. Oh, but I think the viewers would agree that I've pulled the nuts. So Collective Defiance, great cycle of cards that allow you to escalate and do more as you pay more mana.
Yeah, well, eat this foil zombie.
Well, he certainly looks like he wants to eat me, so I prefer to, stay alive.
These are cool, man.
Yeah,
this one here,
100%. Yeah.
a braid deals 3 damage, so like.
A modal spell, normally printed as an uncommon, but in this case it is printed as a common, so great removal. And for my second rare, I got the chase card of the set. So this is a card that you could only get in your commander decks, but this time I was able to pull the nuts and get him.
There's my other rare.
Oh, so speaking of the meld cards, James was able to pull Bruna the Fading Light. So in order to see the full card in its glory, we want to pull Gisela. So the guardian, the leaders of the 3 flights of angels, 2 of them got corrupted, and the 3rd one's still trying to help humanity and stuff.
Okay.
So Gisela and Bruna were corrupted and melded into literally a combination. Their new name is Brizella. They just took their names and mashed them together.
So why do you have a cleric and a demon on the same card?
I actually think this is really thematic because a lot of the cultists sort of serve that roles as clerics. They would go to villages and be like, I'll heal you of your sickness by killing you, because death is the ultimate panacea for your woes. And so most likely he got to feed some villagers and summon a demon, which I think is pretty appropriate.
All right, my rare is okay.
All right.
But I got another foil land card.
You are pulling all the foil land cards. So to show our cards off, we got the Hopeful Initiate, a card with training, so a card that cares about higher power creatures and attacking with them to grow bigger. So in the face of danger, he looks to his mentors and his friends for strength. And a beautiful foil retro island by Adam Paquette.
That's pretty cool.
Oh no, it's 100% cool.
So I do have a question about this though.
Yeah.
It says zombie horse, but it's very clearly a minotaur. Not a minotaur, a centaur.
Oh, so it's got, I see, no, 100%. It's got like the upper torso of a man, but it's still got the head of a horse.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's wild. So Stitcher Giralf likes, as his name suggests, he likes stitching things together. So you'll see like, he calls them scabs. You'll see these scabs like made out of like animal parts, human parts, and like metal, which is wild.
This is really like it's an actual murder scene.
Yeah. So again, a lot of what you'll see on Innistrad is sometimes people fall to their corruption and literally committing murder. So for my rare, another great reprint that I know a lot of Commander players will love because it turns your creatures into birds of paradise that allow you to tap them.
All right.
And the other card, I'll pull the other card aside, but the other card that melds with those scavengers is Graph Rats. So I can't show it off, but...
You want to laugh at something?
Yeah, no.
More foil land.
More foil lands? This dude has like a magnet
For foil land.
Yeah, like, where are my foil lands?
Check out this foil.
Treeful? Not, yeah. So, yeah, it'll be a little hard to show off, but these two, Graph Rats and Midnight Scavengers, when they're together, the compulsion draws them together and they turn into the Chittering Host. So
nice.
Literally these two cards turn into a big card.
What?
A big boy card.
And this is like the 5th of these that I've got.
Yeah, so what James pulled aside are these placement holder cards. So if you play unsleeved, it's going to be very obvious what you draw next when it's a double-sided card. So to prevent that, you write the name of the card on there sort of as a placeholder until you can play that card and show it off.
Gotcha.
So another great reprint, hasn't been reprinted before from my understanding, but Captivating Vampire. So he's so captivating that he can convince his buddies to like convert one of your opponent's creatures to your side. And he also turns them into a vampire. So he's like, yo, you want to chill with the cool dudes? That's what he's all about.
That sounds like my play style.
Hey. So some amazing cards. I'm glad that we were able to.
Wait, let's go for the bottom.
Go for the bottom?
Yeah, near the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. See who gets the better one.
All right. I'm ready. This time I'll give you the honors of going first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You got this. You're the wizard here today.
Hey.
Except I got a vampire again. This is what I mean by like plain old vampire.
No way. I pulled a 4 rare pack.
Double-sided vampire.
Oh, so yeah, vampires come in all different shades and colors, and we have the regular 1/1 vampire and the flying vampire. Maybe a little more tenured in his.
I got 3 rares.
What? Okay, this is wild.
And then
y'all.
this weird land.
This is legit wild. Yo, this pack, James pulled Through the Breach. A great card, not featured on this set, spliced onto Arcane. You don't need to know what Arcane cards are. And then for his retro frame, he pulled another Through the Breach. So a double mythic pack. And for his foil, this man, like I said, he's got magnets for hands or something. Tree of Perdition. Normally a mythic, but got reprinted in Jumpstart. That's why the artist, Yuchi Yuki, is the designated one for this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that pack would normally blow the socks out of any other pack that I could have opened.
Except you got 4 rares.
Except I opened the 4 rares, and not only that, I too opened a double mythic pack. So we'll start slow.
All right.
Sundown Pass, land, the sun setting, all that stuff.
We have that one next.
Hey, okay, now you're picking my packs for me. I see. Collective Brutality, another card that escalates, rips apart the field and the hand. You have to give up cards, that's fine. My first mythic, which I thought was exciting, is Garruk Relentless. So Garruk has been corrupted by Liliana, so you see his descent into darker and darker magic. When he's really put against the ropes, he flips into Garruk the Veil Cursed. So he's been cursed and now he's doing some unsavory things. But y'all, I said Edgar Markov was a chase card. How about you deal with a foil Edgar Markov?
You just watch, I'll pull another one.
Hey! Do you think we'll pull a triple Edgar Markov box? That'd be wild. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Another art card, bro. Look.
Yo.
Oh, that is sick. Like literally sick. Gross.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh my goodness. Some of this art is so funky.
It's amazing.
And this, if y'all can guess it, great, but I'll leak it for you. It's Rooftop Storm, the alternate art by Dave Kendall. Great job, Dave.
That's pretty cool.
It is. So for me, I pulled a wedding announcement from Innistrad Midnight Hunt. It's played a very big part in Constructed Standard as well. It's or it might have been Crimson Vow. It's Olivia Voldaren sending out her wedding invitation.
Bro.
No, is that oil too?
Yeah.
No, what is this?
That's sick. It's
it's just regular.
You draw 7 cards.
Man,
You pay
so-
7 life.
In the original story, in their attempts to release Avacyn, they approached the Hell Vault, broke it open, hoping that she'd come back. And she did, but she was also trapped with Gristlebrand. So when that Hell Vault opened, he was released upon the world. And he is a big, scary dude.
That's the foil.
Oh, but look at the foiling. And I love my token. It's a
beautiful.
human wizard. And the Guardian of Pilgrims.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, no. These packs have been fire. I don't know
These are really good.
what sort of box I chose, or you chose, or Charlie
See,
chose.
it's like the fates knew that you'd be on Tabletop Scholar with me. They're like, let's give him the best.
I appreciate you gods. You're watching out for me. I appreciate what you're doing.
It's woo. It's always woo.
It's always woo.
Woo is a god of the convergence from Dungeons & Dragons in a campaign that we made. And everyone loves him so much that they yell his name when they're excited.
Woohoo! Is this compatriot who? Woo! Woo! Let's go. So this is a alt art done in the style of Midnight Hunt. It's got that festival border to it. And for my rare, it's been downgraded, I believe, but it is the Decimator of Provinces. So this idea of emerge sort of comes from from a pig. From a pig, the madness seeped into it and emerged this Decimator of Provinces, which is wild. And sort of like a mini Craterhoof Behemoth. I love this.
All creatures have haste.
Yeah, so
That's nuts.
this card, Mass Hysteria, originally printed in Mirrodin, a set all about artifacts, but the naming just works so well. These vampires hyped up by the full moon just go ham.
A human insect?
Yeah, so this is a reference to the fly. He's experimenting on himself and looks at a fly and goes, you know what? What's better than just being a human wizard? How about a human insect?
So this one, you've got a werewolf that's like burning from the inside, but on the other side, his tentacles.
They're also on fire, so
Well, you were saying the tentacles were in there all along.
yeah.
There they are.
They just need an opportunity to come out. So Smoldering Werewolf, you pay mana to flip it into an Erupting Dreadwolf. So typically when you transform these, they become stronger versions of themselves.
So I got a foil to match your boar that you drew.
Ooh. So this is probably what erupted from, this is probably like the base form of that Decimator of Provinces. It started as a Festerhide boar, just craving them meats. You can call them Arby's, because we have the meats.
Oh.
And yeah, erupted into that Decimator of Provinces. To me, that makes thematic sense.
It does. That makes sense. Oh, nice. I got an angel.
Oh, nice. So I mentioned there
Flying
were
and
3
lifelink.
angels. Yeah, but here's the 4th one, the Forgotten Archangel. The one, so Avacyn is a creation of Soren. And Avacyn sort of supplanted Liessa. She didn't want any angels dabbling in the darkness, so she's like, you gotta go, bruv.
Dude, I want to build a deck that's just all foil cards.
Oh, let's build you one.
I really should.
Yeah.
So there's a werewolf who's foil, which is kind of cool, but on the other side, it's another Eldrazi werewolf.
Yeah.
Remember the thing I'm famous for? Foil land!
This man. Foil planes. So in this realm of darkness, piercing through the darkness, you have this solar event, the breaking of the dawn, a plains beautiful, again by Adam Paquette. And for my rare in my pack, I got a Spell Queller. It's a very interesting card. It's sort of like a counter spell that exiles a target spell, and when it goes away, they get it back.
Even though these aren't rare, a lot of these cards are really good.
For sure. And
like
for my
there's like counter spells, there's like just tons of like sorcery in these.
Fun stuff, hopefully.
Artifacts. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of artifacts and enchantments, like multiple artifacts in every pack.
Yeah. So the calling of Emrakul actually happened with a bunch of cultists gathering around a circle and trying to call Emrakul to their plane. And so they use these cryptoliths, these artifacts to call upon her. And when they're successful, you bring about Emrakul.
So for the people who are interested, who don't know much about Magic, where can they learn all of these things, this lore?
Ooh, so I believe there is an individual on YouTube called Magic Historian, and he goes through and does like these deep dives into what happens on a plane, the history of a plane and stuff like that. So if people are interested, hit my dude up. Goes really in depth into it, and also just has a fun passion for it, so kudos to him. And another great card that got unbanned from Modern, Faithless Looting. So in these dark times, people have abandoned their faith and they're just taking stuff, which is
We'll let him try to take this legendary artifact.
Oh, so during the Eldritch Moon sequence, Jason and Tamia are trying to uncover the secret. They're sort of sleuthing about. And Tamia leaves all these cryptic clues behind, and ultimately her journal, which is sort of like the way she has solved everything. Great reprint is Blood Artist, great card. Not a super exciting rare, but it feels like we'll be able to complete our set of rare lands. And for me, Stormcarved Coast.
I know this isn't the greatest card in the world.
No.
I really like that one.
Yeah. And what I love about these cards is the flavor text. The hunters spent the evening celebrating their kill and the rest of the night running away from it. Like, these hunters just can't catch a break. And a great card for Yawgmoth players, a cheap card that they can play, and also a great engine for their deck, Young Wolf. So the Young Wolf has Undying, which means when it dies, if it didn't have any +1/+1 counters on it, it comes back from the graveyard with a +1/+1 counter on it. So you can't keep a good boy down. So
Let's get better this time.
Yeah.
Ready?
I am ready.
It's so awesome that you know all this stuff.
Oh, thank you. Like, I really love what they did with like sculpting the story and stuff like that. And Innistrad is a great set with a lot of story beats in it as well. And also what I'm looking forward to is the release of Ether Drift. It's like wacky wild races, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So they're racing through the desert to claim the ultimate prize, which is a Planeswalker Spark.
You know what I would love? Like, I would pay good money for a 40K crossover.
Oh, there is a 40K
Is there
crossover.
really?
Yeah. So for y'all who may not know, Magic makes an effort to bring in IPs through a program or something called Universes Beyond, where they take existing IPs. Like Final Fantasy is going to be one of these Universes Beyond.
Way, really?
Yeah. So
Because the Emperor protects. Yeah. This is black. Like black.
Black. Yeah. So that's the retro frame. That's how cards used to be printed up to a certain point.
Okay. Sorry to just like asking so many questions, but that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. It's wild to be able to like geek out about Magic with someone else. So I'm all here for it.
I'm sad that my land is not foiled.
You know, Sora, You may be sad, but I don't think I've hit a foil land at all in my packs.
I keep getting like weird enchantments and sorceries and foils.
Oh, that's a great card, though. So, Imprisoned in the Moon. So, the Gatewatch, which was like the team that went around solving all these problems. When Emrakul came to Innistrad, their solution was basically they pointed at the moon and said, "You're stuck there." And Emrakul's just agreed to it. She's like, "Okay, sure, why not?" So Emrakul is still bound in the moon. And a great card for commanders, just because so many decks care about making clues and landfall triggers, is a tireless tracker. So as he uncovers more and more, he becomes more seasoned and grows bigger.
What is that?
Oh, this one was the foil Edgar Markov. I pulled in that pack.
You're just like stacking all the dope cards right there.
Yeah, you know, I gotta remind myself of my trophies. Let's skip to some of that good stuff. It's hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie, to pull off the. Oh man, look at this card in foil.
All right.
So we pulled off a full art of Abundant Growth previously, but this is the foil one. Man, it's so pretty. The shading and shadow design on this foil as well, just so good.
So I have first a rare double-sided card.
Yeah.
And a rare land.
A double rare pack. Let's go. Give it up for my man James. He's pulling hot now.
I'm all the land over here. Just you want good land? Apparently, I'm your man.
Yeah. So you remember that? Oh my God. So these cards actually tell a story. Do you remember that? That blue dude, the Delver of Secrets.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this is his story. This is his progression.
No way.
Yeah. So I'll show it off for our viewers. I think this is great. So Delver of Secrets, you know, he studies the arcane. He fuses with a insect to become the insectile aberration. Well, because they can't keep card names, this is still him. His next iteration is the Aberrant Researcher. So you see he has the same stat lines as before. He's a 3/2 flyer.
Do you get something in-game for playing those in a certain order?
I feel like you should. If you pull this off, please, like hit me up so I can like congratulate you, because it's wild.
Back in the 90s, wasn't there a thing where it's like if you drew these 5 cards, the game was just over?
Oh, like Exodia and you?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, if you can pull off the magic lore equivalent of Exodia by playing these in order, hit me up, please. That Aberrant Researcher becomes a perfected form, 5/4. And you can see him in the background of this Docent of Perfection. So he's taken his fellow villagers and scientists, and he's trapped them to bring them to this ultimate life form. So when he flips, he turns into the final iteration. So he has succumbed to Eldrazi madness as well. And when he becomes this, he turns your wizards. Your wizards get +2/+1, but wizards aren't that strong. He turns the 1/1 wizards into 3/2s, which is just another insectile aberration. So like thematically, lore-wise, that's just so good. For my pack, this is a downgrade of a card, Triskaidekaphobia, which means the fear of 13. And if you are scared of the number 13, you should not read through this card or look through the art of that card. There are so many references to 13 in there. It's wild. And for my mythic, another popular card from the set for Commander, the Gitrog monster. It's just a big toady boy, yeah.
Ready for this? So I have. Wait till I start throwing down.
All right.
Here we go. So first we've got the Distended Mindbender.
Nice.
The Hullbreaker Horror.
Ooh.
And the Wedding Announcement, all in the same pack.
My man James just pulled off another triple rare pack. This time with, again, the Old Border wedding announcement.
And that foil, look at that.
Yeah, dude, that blue pops out so nice.
Show that on the screen.
Yeah, the Distended, and for Commander players, Hullbreaker Horror.
Look at that one.
And a limited All-Star and
Like
also
wiggly,
All-Star
so they can see it actually
Standard.
shift. Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I love that.
I love the depth that you can accomplish with foiling, and I think they did a great job with that.
I am really impressed with the quality of their cards. I mean, it should be expected at this point, but
Yeah.
just that they still, after all these years, consistently crank out such high quality, and not just like, I wouldn't even say it's consistent. It consistently gets better.
Gotta give props to the Wizards team for doing that. So I pulled a double rare. Cathar's Crusade, a great card in Commander. The more creatures you draw out, the bigger they get. It's sort of like a snowballing effect. And this is Westvale Abbey. What do you think is going on in the depths of this abandoned church?
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft? Close. There is actually demoncraft going on.
Oh, yeah, well, Demoncraft my foil land.
Well, I can't beat James and his pull rates for foil lands, but look at this. You can see the dough in the center as well.
That's awesome.
So pretty.
In the basement of the church.
Yeah. You'll love to see it. And my foil, just a hungry rich wolf.
I got another sorcery that's rare.
Yeah, nice. So Eldritch Evolution in its non-alt art form, nor its retro frame.
Yeah, he's like, it really looks like it's glowing. I'm really stimming on the art on these cards. I'm a sucker for good artwork to begin with, but these are
Gorgeous.
really amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, even if you don't play, collecting just for some of these great looking cards.
Yeah, look at this card.
Dude.
This alchemist may have lost his hand in a previous engagement or something, but he has channeled that into a flame geyser cannon thing.
That's pretty dope. Holy cow.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but if I were visiting Innistrad, this is not how I'd want to be greeted.
I would not either. I feel like that would be a lot.
Quite a bit.
It's like you can't even shake his hand. It's
Yeah.
like, oops, I caught on fire.
Oops, sorry, I got fuel leaking on you.
Okay, you're about to. You do yours, and I'm going to show you what I got over here because this is nice.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah. So I just pulled a Falcon Wrath Gorger. He gives your vampires in your hand madness. Good way to cheat and ambush creatures out if you can find ways to instantly discard them, which is great. And also lore-wise, join the dance. So in Midnight Hunt, the moons are getting longer and longer, and people think, hey, we tried turning to the angels before, they haven't helped. We have to turn to some different method to help us. And what they do is they actually turn to a coven of witches, and they're like, bruhs, you gotta help us out. And that's what they're doing. It's just a whole bunch of humans just chilling, enjoying the vibe.
What else you got in that one?
Oh no, that was it. My pack
Your
wasn't
art card.
too. Oh yeah. You are absolutely right. So the Thraben Inspector, this is one of the humans trying to figure out what's going on her home plane. So it makes sense. She's got, it looks like angel tufts, and she's looking at werewolf claw marks on a door and is trying to piece it all together.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
This spell cannot be countered.
Ooh, Altered Ego, a really fun clone effect.
Oh, another rare.
A foil rare at that, the Elder Deep Fiend emerging from the darkness as an Eldrazi octopus.
Another foil land. And an art card.
Man, you said you appreciate the art. I think the Woo gods heard you and are just giving you
he's handing me all the art. All right, last two.
Last two. Cheers to that. Think. All right. Let's just dive into that good stuff.
Hey, this token is a wolf on both sides.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's the wolf that Garrick makes. It's pretty. Ooh. Speaking of art,
What do you got?
baby. Well, I'll leave it towards the end a little bit, but Skursdag High Priest, guy who's taking advantage of all the death to summon demons, basically. And I got a foil alt art blood artist.
I got more rare land.
Let's go. I think. Okay. If you've been following along this video so far, maybe we might have just completed the cycle of 10 lands. Like, there are 10 of these lands, and I think we've pulled one of each one at
That's
this point.
amazing.
Yeah. Come on. Give the people what they want. You gotta end on a rare or a foil land.
No, but I do have a foil enchantment.
Hey, that's still something. Lunarch Mantle. A boon from the angels should never be cast aside. Ooh,
May include serialized card.
yeah.
Are we opening this one?
Do you want to open the entire box or just?
Let's just open it. There's two of us. We go faster.
Yeah. So these collector packs have only 12 packs in them per box.
All right, here, you take this half. I'll take this half.
Yeah.
We'll just burn through them.
And you're gonna get a lot of condensed goodness. You're gonna get a lot of foils out of these packs. You're gonna get a lot of good cards out of them. And a lot of
Look how
rares.
loose that is, though. It's a lot looser than the other one.
Ooh, now that you mention it, this is a little loosey-goosey. So, nice.
Oh, wow. Look at...
Yeah,
oh
it's
my God,
double-sided
look
too.
at this. What?
So
This
I
is
got
the prettiest.
double-sided wool.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, let's
Show
get
that
on
off.
what they want.
Yeah.
So Mausoleum Wanderer in the retro style. I myself in that slot got a Heartless Summoning featuring our gal Jisa.
So there's another foil.
Yeah, nice. And if you notice, it's foil too. So it's a foil
Yeah.
double-sided token. And insect on one side and a spider on the other.
Okay, so how many rares are you supposed to be able to get out of a pack on this one?
That's a good question. I think you're supposed to get like 5 rares out of this pack.
Oh, really? Okay, because I've got a lot.
Yeah.
And then there's a rare.
Conjurer's Closet, retro frame.
There's
beautiful.
another rare.
Zealous Conscripts.
There's another rare.
Altar. Jisa and
There's
Draw
another foil.
are uncommon past retro frame Indulgent Aristocrat.
All right, so here's another foil.
Blood Artist foil, so
And,
pretty.
Another foil.
The foils don't
And another
stop.
foil.
Yeah, let's go.
And another foil. And another foil. And another foil. And another foil.
Another one.
And a foil land.
All right. These packs are just...
That was fire right there, dude. That was...
Yeah, and a
was
lot of these
incredible.
packs are these way, which is amazing. So for me, I got a metallic mimic, not originally from this set, originally from Kaladesh. I got a collective brutality. So we didn't open 3 Edgar Markovs in the past box, but if we include
What
this
happens if we
box
get one in here?
I did.
You did?
The
That was
third one.
that was the third? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got it.
And then something I love that
I
they
just can't
did.
see them from that angle. I guess I
Oh
gotta
no,
look at
you're
our
right.
monitor.
You're right.
Okay,
yeah.
I see it.
No. This is our boy Edgar Markov.
All right, I see him.
And something I love that they did with the retros to indicate that they're flip cards. In the little top left corner, there's like a silver arrow pointing up.
Yeah, I like that. It makes it really easy to tell.
Yeah, and oh man, my favorite, man, it's sort of unfortunate because like I started this game as a Plains player, and like I feel like I'm just being sent a signal that I should just go back to my roots and just play a Plains deck again. Oh, good times, good times. But yeah, that's our 3rd Edgar Markov, which is wild.
Holy cow, the foil galore, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you pulled. Okay. I love one of the cards that James just pulled.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh man, look at this.
What?
So-
What is that?
So something that they did, especially something that you can see in collector packs, is this like old poster horror movie art. So this is a great reprint and Hermit Druid. Not a card originally from this set, but a ridiculous combo enabler card regardless. And it's wild that this is one of the cards.
This
we got
whole
to
pack is
open.
foil.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
your second card isn't foil.
Huh? No, wait, hold on.
Foil.
Yeah, it is. That's foil.
No, but this one isn't foil.
Hold on. Okay, no, I have one that's not. Two that aren't, but the rest of them are foil.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh wait,
No,
this
that
isn't
wasn't-
foil.
Okay, but there's a ton of there foil land.
Yeah. We know what the audience wants. Give them their foil lands.
Foil land. Okay, wow. I'm just like this one here though is a double-sided foil. Mm-hmm. That's dope.
So pretty. Thalia, you know, our gal has stayed alive through thick and thin. This is her second iteration, but Thalia Heretic Cathar,
I got another one of those clues.
Oderic Lunar Marshal, and a Collective Defiance. Oh, and I know I'll show you this before I put it on camera, but look at this art. Is that
Pretty
not
good.
wicked?
Yeah, it is. So
Yo.
I got another one of these, but in foil this time. Mm-hmm. The murder.
Nice.
Yeah.
So kudos to the artist for this, Lucas Graciano. Beautiful Infernal Grasp and very well played card. So hopefully,
So these two rares are not foils, but these two are, and that one's double-sided.
okay. So I will show off some of the goodness James got. So a foil Eldritch Evolution. It's the older print as well. That's why you can see the little star foiling that's going on the bottom of the card. That's how they signified foils in the past.
Okay.
As well. Cryptolithrite, another great card. A foil double-sided Voldaren Bloodcaster. She turns your blood. She's sort of like a wizard. Yeah, she's a wizard, and she can turn your blood tokens
You're a wizard, Harry.
into bats. And then my heart goes out for Avacyn, but this is her descent into madness. On the front side, she's the protector of Innistrad, but through a series of unfortunate events, she sees the humans of Innistrad as a blight and says, you know, to protect my plane, I have to wipe out and cleanse this plane. And she becomes
sad.
Avacyn the Purifier. And lore-wise, Sorwyn, who was her creator, had to put her down. So it's like, bro, give our moody goth vampire a break. Like, dude could not catch a bigger L. Ooh, so I got another double-sided wolf token. Garrick, I think, makes these wolves, which is really nice. I got a foil wedding invitation. So you can see that.
Yeah, well, I got more foil land.
Let's go! You know, statistically speaking, blue islands have the highest win ratio. Maybe that speaks to how awesome blue players are, you know?
Maybe. I can't get over how many foils are in these packs.
Yeah, they are collector boosters, so you really feel good when you're spending like $30 for this, and you're like, oh, just foil hit after foil hit after foil hit. For me, I got the Alt Art Conjurer's Closet, a foil Overgrown Farmland, which is part of that Check 2 style, and I did
foil creature spirit.
Oh, beautiful.
The lightning on that.
Yeah, so I'd like to see its resurgence in Modern, but there's a deck that cares about spirits.
I
Nice.
got those again.
Yeah. So we saw this art card earlier, but Rooftop Storm alternate art and a Retro Collective Brutality. Some really sweet pulls from these packs.
That's the werewolf card again, but this one's foil.
Yeah, so what was it? Dark Ascension, a smaller supplementary set, but this was an all-star from that set, Huntmaster of the Fells. When he enters, you gain 2 life and make a 2/2 wolf. And when you flip him, he deals 2 damage to target opponent and 2 damage to up to 1 creature they control. And whenever he flips back to his human side, you get that werewolf companion back, which is great.
There's some wild stuff in this one, like Eaten Alive.
Yeah, let's show these. So, if you're ever like, oh, I want a vacation on Innistrad. No, you shouldn't. You're the main course.
That's another foil, but it's beautiful. God,
Yeah.
these are beautiful.
Another Join the Dance. Again, something that WotC did in the past, Wizards of the Coast did in the past, is for cards that you could had some graveyard interaction, they put a little tombstone in the top left corner to indicate that.
And 2 more foils.
Yeah, all the foils.
So
More
much
Kurt
foil.
Banshee.
I think I pulled more foil than I have rares, but I pulled some rares. I pulled a ton of foils.
Yeah. Sure have. We're on to our third pack. No, our fourth pack. We got 2 more packs each after this. Ooh, I wanted this card so bad. So, not this one. This is a spirit. Probably other side's a human. Yeah, it is. And the alt art of Huntmaster of the Fells, I just wanted to chase so bad. Oh my lord, we'll get to that. Huntmaster of the Fells into Ravager of the Fells. It's done in the art style for the alt art for Midnight Hunt, which features a lot of that bramble going on and that moon in the top left corner. Just super pretty. I got a double Hullbreaker horror pack, 1 in retro and 1 in alt art. Great cards to chase, and a foil Eldritch Evolution. But enough about the cards that I pulled.
Because Massacre?
Yep. This is a chase card for a lot of Commander players, and it's done again in that like horror movie aesthetic, the horror movie poster aesthetic, which is just
Those are both
beautiful.
foils. They're not like the best cards. But,
Hey, no worries.
They're foil cards,
Have
and you gotta have stuff that's like 1/1 in your deck.
Yeah, no,
Another
100%.
Smoldering Werewolf with the Eldrazi, but in foil. But oh look, check this out. Desperate Farmer.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a human knight.
His horse died, his crops are gonna fail, so
He's
he turns to
riding
dark
an
magic.
undead. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But what I really want to show off. We'll start here with this
baby.
Cultivator Colossus.
So, not only did James pull a Cultivator Colossus, he pulled a foil alt art Cultivator Colossus.
And I pulled the Gitrog monster.
James, you gotta calm down, brother.
Oh, no. I'm gonna save the best for last.
Okay.
Right? I got a foil zombie.
Let's go. You know I haven't seen so far? A foil land. Where's it? Foil land! And this time a foil swamp. Beautiful. I think I've seen this before, but Jung Park, you have killed it. Great,
Very much
great
so.
job. Oh, that's wild though. You pulled a triple mythic pack, like Gitrog Monster, Cultivator Colossus, and Meathook Massacre.
Yeah.
You can't stop this man. He's unstoppable.
Watch, I'll pull like 5 foil lands. No, I'm just kidding. Wow. Okay, every time I pull these foils, these Innistrad Remastered collector boosters have so many foil cards in them. And the foils are definitely my favorite.
Yeah, no, 100%. I really appreciate that they have improved upon their foiling process.
Wow.
Because a lot of times you would see the cards warp due to like the metallic foiling going on.
Yeah.
But these are pretty clean. Yeah, that spirit pops off really well. Ooh, and I'm happy I pulled this as well. Another sort of pseudo chase card for me that I wanted. Not this one. Thalia Heretic Cathar. Thalia is great. She's a staple of Innistrad. But Arlen Cord, who is a werewolf planeswalker. So there she is. And once she flips, so werewolves are influenced by the moon, right? Their form is based off of whether the sun's out or the moon's out. Well, Arlen, because she's a planeswalker, she can actually control what form she's in.
Nice.
Which is wild.
I'm just loving that all of these are foil. There were only 2 non-foil in this deck, or in this pack.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for these? You ready for these?
I am now.
And I have a Vexing Devil.
All right, so this man, again, pulling that alt art Vexing Devil. Cathar's Crusade, another staple for commander decks that use white. And this is how Tireless Tracker should have been. Yeah, not as some prim and proper like detective, but like a real person of the woods.
Is that 4 mythics in that deck?
Oh, no. It's
Rares, not mythics.
yeah, just
two
rares.
Okay.
4. 1,
4.
2, 3.
Yeah.
And to wrap up his pack, James Gall.
Last but not least, foil land.
Forest, let's go. All right, and I too opened a foil forest. This is the pretty dough one we've seen previously, but we have not seen this, so let's show it off. It's unfortunate that the set didn't come out, in the autumnal season, but we still have a great and beautiful forest.
Cheers.
cheers to a wonderful video with you. Thank you so much for being my co-star in this. Or maybe I was your co-star all along.
This is what I do.
Hey. So,
another clue.
Yeah. Look at this monstrosity.
Bro, that is just nasty.
So, this is an Eldrazi horror in all its glory, erupting from a humanoid figure. Ooh. Okay, that's sort of tough to beat. And I'm glad I got to end where I started. So for my foil lands, it's this beautiful, beautiful sunshine erupting plains.
That's dope. This guy likes to like soak himself in blood.
Yeah, he is the blood-soaked reveler for a reason, but on his front side, Restless Bloodseeker, when he hasn't had enough blood, and once he's got that blood in him, he's the blood-soaked reveler.
This art is incredible.
Yeah. I really wish, okay, so we may not have any of these artists local, but we know of an artist that did some of the alt arts for Dustmourn. Their name is Andrew Thompson, stellar artist, stellar art style, and you can even see their art in Lorcana as well, which I think is wild.
You ready for these?
Yeah, let's go.
So we have the Mausoleum Wanderer.
Ooh, so this is the alt art of the first card James pulled from the collector packs, that spirit that had that retro look. This is his alt art for him.
And there's another one.
Okay, yeah, this is the card James pulled. Speaking of cards James has pulled.
And then here's it looks kind of like the other one I had, but it's not the same.
Ooh, the Hunt Master of the Fells, done in a retro art style. Not foil, but still beautiful.
All right, so I have another foil land.
All right.
And you ready for this? This to finish it all off. You ready?
All right. Drum roll!
Rare foil land!
Rare foil land! Why stop at just one foil land when you can have 2 foil lands? That's wild. And for me, I got a metallic mimic, not the alt art, retro and foil, a Voice of the Blessed in foil form, Necroduality. So, what I love about this card, and you can see it yourself, it's sort of like 2 zombies playing off from one another.
That's gross. I love it.
It is a very good card for zombie decks.
I kind of like body horror. Yeah, that's gross.
So you really appreciated that, like Eldrazi horror, right?
For sure.
And finally,
what?
The bride, the bride of the Edgar Markov storyline is Olivia Voldaren. To give her more influence and power, she wakes Edgar Markov, the progenitor vampire, from his slumber and is like, "You're my hubby now," and he just goes along with it. He's probably hypnotized at that point, but yeah. So, on top of, so I'm glad we got to see these two together, but
That's
Olivia
great.
Voldaren and her husband, Edgar Markov. Now, this has been an awesome, amazing journey with
was
you.
really good.
Yeah, I am super appreciative that you invited me along as a guest. I love card
glad
games.
that you got to participate.
Yeah, 100%. So if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment on the YouTube video about how wicked our polls were, and come say hi.
Don't forget, please, like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. It helps us to do more of the kind of content that you're seeing today.
Yeah, 100%. We got to give the people what they want, and the people want more foil lands.
Yeah,
Say
absolutely.
It with me.
It's foil lands. That's really the reason we're here.
Yeah.
In fact, this is the foil land episode. I'm just going to title it The Foil Land. Yeah, thank you very much for being on this with me, Phil.
Of course.
So again, I am James.
And this is Phil Kwan, the magic guru guy.
This has been a special bonus episode of Tabletop Scholar. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you all, and thanks for joining us. Take care.